Are you a single woman? Then you are a failure, according to most TV and movies out there. One of the most common plots out there is that a woman falls in love with a man and they live happily ever after. And romantic love is often seen as the key to a woman's happiness. If she doesn't have a partner, she must be desperate, lonely, a crazy cat lady, weird, a failure, and so on. And there are endless film and television shows that support this idea. Even films that aren't in the specific romance genre often have B plots where it shows the characters falling in love. But you know, obviously there are films out there that do go beyond this trope. And the first film I wanted to talk about today is Enchanted. Yes, I know it's a Disney film and it's a musical, but if you can get over that, you'll see there are some really awesome messages within the film. Amy Adams plays Giselle. She's a Disney princess.
Presenting my one true love, my prince, my dream come true.
That has been tossed unmercilessly into the real world of New York City. She ends up singing her way through the city and waits for her Prince Charming to find her. And kind of throughout her journey, she realizes that the world is actually a really tough place and life isn't easy. Giselle sort of epitomizes the childhood belief that once you find your Prince Charming, he'll sweep you into this outrageous love affair and you'll live happily ever after.
So to spend a life of endless bliss, just find who you love through true love's kiss.
One of the things I've been mulling on over the past few months or even years is this idea that if you are single, you are portrayed as this lonely, unfulfilled, kind of witchy character. If you are a single person, or a single woman more specifically, you must be lonely, unfulfilled, and desperate to find your other half. And initially Giselle is kind of like that. She doesn't imagine a future beyond her marriage to Prince Charming. She doesn't have a vision for her life. She just thinks, he'll find me, we'll get married, and that's it. My life will be complete bliss from there on out. You know, it's all she wants. It's the key to a happy life.
But Edward is coming for me.
But what if he doesn't?
Why do you keep saying that?
Because I deal with this every day. If a relationship has issues at the beginning, it doesn't get any better.
He is coming.
Giselle, I don't think so. No.
Yes!
As the film progresses, she learns what a date is and why someone might like to date before they get married. She learns about, you know, getting to know someone and how that might cause you to fall in love with them rather than just this instantaneous, magical, you know, moment that she might have with Prince Charming. And she realizes that she actually wants more from her life. She's not happy to just settle with that one magical moment. She wants to get to know Prince Charming. She wants to find out what their common likes and dislikes are.
I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
He sings too.
And a miss I have begun to miss. Pure and sweet, waiting to complete my love song. Yes, somewhere there's a maid I've never met who was made to finish.
What's wrong?
You're not singing.
Oh. I'm not.
She starts to think, you know, what if there are other forms of happily ever after? You know, women are so complicated. We want all the things. But films and television shows often say that the key to a woman's happiness is being the most attractive person and thereby attracting the most impressive partner. But Enchanted breaks that Disney trope through Giselle's journey by showing that perhaps the happily ever after doesn't come from your wedding day to Prince Charming, but in Giselle's case it comes from being a successful businesswoman and running her own and designing her own like fashion line. I guess the question I want to pose in this video is, what if there was another happily ever after out there? What if living quietly and happily was a kind of prize in and of itself? What if having a beautiful garden was seen as a successful life? What if being an amazing friend and childless by choice was seen as just as successful as getting married and having kids? There's another example I want to share from Sex and the City, that old classic. There's an episode where Carrie, I think it's in season 6, and it's called A Woman's Right to Shoes, and Carrie is invited to like a baby shower sort of thing, and she's asked by the host, Kira, to leave her shoes at the door. They're very expensive Manolo Blahnik shoes, and of course they get stolen. When Carrie goes to leave the party, they're gone.
I can't ask her to pay for my shoes.
Why not?
If you gave a party and told her to leave her baby outside in the hall, and her baby was missing at the end of the night, believe me, there'd be payback.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Children are not shoes.
I know, I'm not saying it. You have every right to be upset about your shoes.
Carrie visits Kira to try and track them down, you know, a couple of days later, and Kira offers to pay for her shoes, but when Carrie says that they're $485, Kira offers to pay $200 instead, saying that...
Sorry, I just think that's crazy to spend that much on shoes.
You know how much Manolas are? You used to wear Manolas.
Sure, before I had a real life. But Chuck and I have responsibilities now. Kids, houses. $485, like, wow.
I have a real life.
No offense, Carrie, but I really don't think we should have to pay for your extravagant lifestyle. I mean, it was your choice to buy shoes that expensive.
Yes, but it wasn't my choice to take them off.
They're just shoes.
Of course, Carrie talks to Miranda on the phone and she says, it's not about the money, it's about a woman's right to shoes. Why did she have to shame me? She then calculates that she spent over $2,300 on Kira's various engagement gifts, wedding gifts, travel to the wedding, baby shower gifts.
Those were gifts. I mean, if you got married or had a child, she would spend the same on you. And if I don't ever get married or have a baby, what? I get bupkis? Think about it. If you are single after graduation, there isn't one occasion where people celebrate you. We have birthdays. Oh, no. We all have birthdays. That's a wash. I am talking about the single gal. Hallmark doesn't make a congratulations, you didn't marry the wrong guy card. And where's the flatware for going on vacation alone? You're right. Why should I get wedding gifts? Finding Harry was gift enough. No. I'm thrilled to give you gifts to celebrate your life. I just think it stinks that single people are left out of it.
I guess the point here is that single women don't get celebrated. There's no real life event that is specifically unique to a single woman where they might get celebrated and get given gifts and that sort of thing. Not that it's about money and not that it's about gifts, but it's about recognizing that a single person's choices are just as valid and just as meaningful and fulfilling to them as a non-single person's choices or anybody else's choices. And maybe when we watch media and TV, we need to question what kind of narrative we're being sold in terms of what kind of life we should be aspiring to, what kind of life we should be aiming for. And maybe that should make us reconsider how we value and show celebration towards our single friends in their lives as well. And maybe that needs to change. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment down below telling me if you know of any examples where single women in the media are celebrated for their life choices, because I would love to see more content like that in my own viewing kind of library. And I'll see you next time.